What's up everybody, Venom here with a quick guide on Dave the Diver. Let's get right into it. So you may have noticed that on the Cooksta app there is a rating that you will acquire as you level up and progress through getting followers or getting best taste on dishes and things like that. But it isn't explained very well in-game how to climb the ranks and reach the final ranking, which is Diamond. We are going to discuss the tier list, what all the different tiers are, how they work, and how to reach the next one in order to reach the maximum. Different rankings on Cooksta will unlock new tiers that are going to give you bonuses and rewards. Well, what kind of rewards can you expect? Rewards include new recipes, increasing the amount of wasabi available at the bar, and even new interior items that you can use to decorate the sushi bar to your liking. The tier list starts with bronze, then moves on to silver, then gold, then platinum, and finally diamond. But how do you unlock each of the tiers? Well, there's prerequisites that you will have to reach in order to unlock the following tier. We're going to start with bronze. To hit bronze, you simply need to reach 10 followers on the Cooksta app, which is done by opening the sushi bar and serving guests and getting them to like your sushi, take pictures of it, and post it on Cooksta. That one is the easiest of all of them as it is the lowest tier. So for that, you just have to get 10 followers on Cooksta and you are now bronze. For the silver tier, you're going to need to hit 20 followers and research at least 2 new recipes. Now you can research recipes in the research tab located at the bottom of the menu inside of the sushi bar, and you'll have to learn at least 2 new recipes through that menu. To reach the gold tier, you're going to need to hit 100 followers, have a dish with a minimum best taste score of 125, and research a total of 5 recipes. Well, we're going to pause for a second before we move on to the next tier, because I want to go in detail as to what the best taste score is, because it's not very well explained when you start the game. Every dish is going to have an emoji on it that looks like a little guy licking his lips almost, or sticking his tongue out. And this is the dish's best taste rating. To raise the rating from its base starting point, you're going to need to enhance the dish. Enhancing the dish is going to use up ingredients, so be careful when you're choosing which ones to upgrade, as you'll have to go and collect more ingredients for that dish if you use them all up to enhance it. But how do you enhance a dish? Well, you're gonna go into Bancho Sushi Restaurant and open your menu and act as though you are going to add an item to your menu to serve that night. Instead of adding the item to the menu, you're going to select the Enhance button on that item, which for PC is the left control button. Now, you'll know which ones that you can enhance because it'll have 2 little green arrows pointing upwards in the right-hand corner of the dish, so it's pretty easy to indicate which ones you have enough ingredients to enhance. Once you enhance a dish, it's going to be permanently upgraded to the stats that it'll show you on the right side of the screen after you hit enhance. It'll show you what it starts at and then what it's going to be after you enhance it, which I'll show you right here on my screen. To reach the best taste score needed to move on to the next tier rank, you're going to need to enhance at least 1 dish to the best taste score required. An example here is going to be my long-nose saw shark sushi. It has a best taste score of 203, and even though I don't have the ingredients to make it right now, it still counts as the highest best taste score I own, which is reflected in the rank up menu inside of my Cooksta app. This means that you don't even have to have the ingredients available for the dish for the best taste score to count. You simply have to have a dish that has that best taste score that the rank requires in order to level up and move up in the ranks. Let's move on to the platinum rank. You will need to get 200 followers, have a dish with a best taste score of 250, and research at least 19 recipes to move up to platinum. Now, to get to the final tier, which is diamond, it's going to take a lot of work. This is not something that's going to happen rapidly unless you hyper-focus on reaching all the prerequisites for diamond. But in order to reach diamond, you will need 720 followers on the Cooksta app, a dish with at least a 375 best taste rating, and to research at least 32 recipes total. This is, again, not something that's going to take overnight to accomplish. Getting to diamond rank is pretty difficult just because you have to be able to research a lot of different recipes and the followers. You have to get, a follower count of 720, which is no easy task when you're running a sushi bar and trying to get all the ingredients for that sushi bar and maintain the restaurant in general as well as the other branch, which I'll cover in another guide. And that's gonna do it for this guide. I know it was very short, but it's mainly because I just had this question myself. How do you raise your best taste rating? Or how do you move up in the ranks? It was a question that I had when I started and still kind of had as I progressed through the game. So I wanted to share what I figured out, because if I had questions about it, I know there had to be somebody else out there that had questions as to how to move up in the ranks and what you get for moving up in the ranks. And best taste was probably the most confusing part of moving up in the ranks for me. I didn't understand it at first. So that's gonna do it for this guide. As always, if you like the video, then like the video. And if you like my content in general, subscribe to my channel. I hope this guide was thorough enough, but quick enough for you to get through it and understand a little bit more about the ranks to reach Diamond someday. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!